Welcome to Tableau's Virtual Summit for IT Leaders. I'm here today to talk about IT's role in driving a digital transformation across your organization. Today we're going to outline a strategic plan for adopting and scaling modern analytics. I'm Ellie Fields, Vice President for Product Development at Tableau, and I've been deeply involved in many of our product innovations for years, including our hosted products Tableau Online and Tableau Public. At Tableau, we first revolutionized analytics with VizQL, which let you visually query your data. And we're enhancing our platform with natural language, machine learning, and augmented intelligence, as well as many other ways to help you see and understand your data. With talk intensifying about finding new business opportunities, and with every company now being a data company, we want to discuss IT's vital leadership role in driving the digital transformation that organizations are looking for today. I'd like to thank you for joining us at our virtual IT Summit. You are one of thousands of forward-looking IT leaders around the world who are exploring ways to analyze, curate, and manage highly disparate data in order to make better decisions. According to an IDG CIO study, CEOs said that their top priority for their CIOs was to lead a digital transformation. What else is important to CEOs when it comes to digital transformation? KPMG's recent CEO Outlook in the US cited 4 major issues, including: is this a legitimate technology investment, and is there a strategic plan to roll it out across the organization? Can we find a solution that is quick to deploy and safe? Are the right guardrails in place to protect our data? And finally, how do we safely and securely use the cloud? IT leaders are essential when it comes to leading digital transformation through these top concerns. In fact, 67% of IT leaders said that they are spending more time on business strategies to drive innovation and nurture go-to-market plans, according to IDG. With digital transformation, it's a matter of when, not if. And IT is expected to take a leadership role, especially in decision-making around analytics. IT is already assuming larger roles and initiatives. 21% are identifying opportunities for competitive differentiation. 19% are crafting new go-to-market strategies and technologies. And 16% are studying market trends and customer requirements to identify new opportunities. CIO Magazine listed one of our customers, Airlines Reporting Corporation, as a top example of an organization using data to transform business. ARC created BI solutions to better serve their major airlines and travel agency customers. They did this without changing their data model, but rather their go-to-market strategy. Previously, ARC provided customers raw or aggregated air transaction data through tabular reports, but many of their customers struggled to analyze and use it. Using our embedded analytics platform, ARC created 6 Tableau-powered BI solutions comprised of several dashboards that analyze extremely large amounts of data. These dashboards now give their customers detailed performance intelligence, competitive benchmarking, and advanced analytics in easy-to-understand reports. ARC's example of simplifying and streamlining the data reporting process demonstrates one of the biggest hurdles that IT faces: getting people to use and understand data. Every day, we use data to make better decisions, from what route to take, to tracking diet and exercise, to managing our budgets. Think about that. Almost everybody already uses data-driven tools to document their progress and make adjustments. Why shouldn't data in your organization be as accessible as a fitness tracker? Why shouldn't you be able to collaborate on data with customers and partners in a secure way? But making data use ubiquitous in your organization is not as easy as that. You have to deeply understand where and how people need data, then make it accessible at those moments. Everyone says that they'd like to achieve a data-driven organization, but the reality is that most companies are still in the early stages of adoption. We're data-rich, but signal-poor. Another interesting study: McKinsey analyzed 1,000 companies with more than $1 billion in revenue, spanning 13 sectors and 12 geographies. 92% were failing to achieve analytics at scale. It's clear that building a data-driven organization requires more than just deploying some software, calling it done. Even with the right technology, it's not easy to integrate data-driven decision-making across an entire organization. You need to identify people's relationships with data by their job function and change behaviors that run deep in the fabric of your organization's culture. The challenge many IT leaders face is how to do this. What does the end state look like? What is a data-driven organization? I've had the privilege of watching many of our customers transform into data-driven organizations over the years, and I can tell you a little bit about what it looks like when they get there. This is what you see at a data-driven organization. People have access to data and tools that they like to use so that they can ask and answer questions of data. There's training to help people gain the skills to use that data well. Facts are prioritized over intuition again and again, and every meaningful conversation has data at the heart of it. Finally, and this is really important, there's a greater sense of ownership as people are able to understand their part of the business better and drive results. In fact, Renee Kim, Senior Vice President and Head of the Global Data Office at Charles Schwab, joined us at the Tableau conference last year to share her success story of adopting and scaling modern analytics.
What's terrific is we have seen very broad adoption of Tableau across our company. We've had a long, over 10-year relationship with Tableau, started kind of as a little skunk works group, small team, figuring out what it could do, and it's grown just incredibly quickly. We use it at Schwab in our data science group, folks who really need to dig in and do deep analytics. But we also use it for analysts, for people, product managers, folks in marketing that are just trying to understand a little bit more about the trends. We can take a data set, put a Tableau dashboard on top of it, and they have that power of data in their hands. So Tableau has really helped us drive a data-driven culture at Schwab.
Hearing stories like this inspires us to help you put data in the hands of more people in a scalable, trusted, and effective way. There's so much space for digital transformation today. It makes perfect sense for IT to help lead this change. As first and early adopters of the latest technologies, IT is poised to be an advocate for the right strategies, technologies, and plans to optimize adoption. We've found through our experiences, and those of our partners, that there are 3 things to focus on to know that you've created a data-driven organization. The first one is language. Successful organizations speak a common language, and data is the language of business. Alignment around a common data language makes us better at communicating and collaborating with each other, even across departments or across organizations, to achieve our goals. Your data analytics platform should be easy to learn for everyone. The data itself and the platform should be easy to navigate for anyone who knows their business. After all, every business uses a slightly different language. An intuitive platform helps you scale that data adoption faster by leveraging the language that your people already know. A common data language will standardize how data is labeled and used, and the roles and responsibilities for governing it. It will encourage the discovery and sharing of insights, which drives collaboration. And finally, it mitigates the risk of data being used incorrectly or in a misleading way by establishing a baseline for data literacy. Ultimately, alignment and a shared data language mean a foundation for everyone being able to use data to drive better decision-making. Healthcare is an example of an industry that can benefit from a unified language around data. It's about connecting medical professionals with information they need to ensure the best possible care for their patients. We helped Seattle Cancer Care Alliance connect researchers and cancer specialists from 3 medical organizations: Fred Hutchinson, Seattle Children's Hospital, and UW-Medicine. Seattle Cancer Care's analytics team had been using Excel to capture and analyze clinical operations data, but this limited the insights they could share with their partners to improve patient care. Ultimately, they lacked a common language. Clinical staff and operations managers needed to track so much data: scheduling, orders, electronic health records, wait times, patient demographics, treatment space allocation, and more. To create a common language around data, they implemented Tableau and connected their analysts and their consumers, all while keeping that patient information secure. With 3,000 licensed Tableau users, Seattle Cancer Care Alliance has a secure connection to all data sources for a complete view of their clinical operations and patient experience. They credit Tableau for enhancing communication across all the analytics teams and using the analysis to inform priorities for their leadership. The second trait that identifies a data-driven organization is that it's flexible and adaptive. We see this all around us today. People borrow and improve on ideas from each other. Technology can be one of the biggest drivers for change. But to successfully adapt to the new rules of engagement, especially when using new technologies to access data, IT must set the proper guidelines and expectations. Modern analytics demands modern governance. Simply locking everything down is not the right approach, but you can't abandon security either. For IT enabling enterprise analytics, this begins with a foundation of governance. Governance is the right combination of controls, roles, and processes to build trust and confidence in the data. Ultimately, you need the right balance of control and freedom. If you give too much freedom, you sacrifice critical controls on security. You open the door to anything from out of sync or incorrect data, or even to the danger of data breaches. If you enforce too much control, you risk stifling innovation. People aren't able to ask and answer questions, and you lose the benefits of a data-driven organization. The good news is governance is not a zero-sum game. I've seen over and over again that good governance enables, not inhibits, people at your organization. If people don't have a centralized system to access data, they'll find ways to go around your governance to answer their business questions. And this creates the all too common tension we see between control and crowdsourced data in many organizations. IT is positioned to lead and support a balanced approach that supports security as well as confidence in data. At Tableau, we believe that people are naturally curious and smart. We want to empower them so they can confidently use their data to discover and share insights in a transparent environment that's also trustworthy. This means they need the appropriate guidelines and security to help them use data. Modern analytics means a shift of governance that enables the right access rather than restricts it. Governance and self-service should never be at odds. In fact, it is governance that makes self-service possible. We have an entire breakout session to discuss governance in a self-service environment. I encourage you to check it out later if you're interested in this topic. So this brings us to our third trait of successful data-driven organizations, and that is sharing. Organizations need to embrace the idea that information must be shared with others to provide a foundation for shared understanding and collaboration. Your people have to embrace using data as a group. We've discovered that the best way to build enthusiasm for using data is to engage your people with activities that nurture learning and sharing. Organizations sometimes do this through a center of excellence or an analytics community. These groups tend to attract productive, results-driven people who value facts over intuition. And sharing, especially through analytics, helps leverage the most knowledgeable people across the business. It's amazing what people can do when they work together. Tableau was built with that in mind for people of all skill levels to learn from each other and collaborate with analytics. Southwest Airlines took a wonderfully creative approach to scaling Tableau. The #1 hurdle they heard at Southwest was, "I'll never use Tableau in my job." But they knew their employees could benefit from data. They just didn't know how to integrate it into their jobs yet. So Southwest created a way to make learning data engaging and familiar. Data sets were built around topics like Tour de France and baby names, but the most popular adoption method, by far, was their Bachelor-themed fantasy league. Yes, the US reality TV show about finding the one. People who once thought data wasn't needed for their roles found that working with data could be fun. Through organic growth, Southwest scaled from 3 to almost 3,000 active Tableau users across 36 departments. Southwest also enjoyed the benefits of optimizing on-time performance for 4,000 daily flights and saving money on fuel costs with better flight planning. And they continue to keep the enthusiasm for data skills going strong with new challenges and contests. As an organization, it's imperative to make data easy to learn, encourage advanced people to mentor new users, and recognize achievements to get your people excited about using data. But building enthusiasm in a shared data environment takes more than making it fun and easy to learn. It's also about encouraging curiosity, experimentation, critical thinking, and problem solving. All these improvements can be measured by establishing KPIs around data adoption. These goals should align with your organization's overall objectives, like streamlining operations, improving customer service, saving time, money, and so much more. And access to data needs to be mobile so people can continuously see and share insights. Businesses need to get data into the devices of employees out in the world where they're meeting customers, visiting stores, and managing plants. The best part about working towards these 3 traits to accelerate data adoption, which is essential to digital transformation, is that you don't need to get to some perfect end state to get the rewards. You'll see benefits all along the way as your organization evolves and puts data at the center of decisions. Now that we've talked about the characteristics of a data-driven environment, we'll share how to get there. To succeed in getting your organization to think, work, and share in one aligned environment, you need a plan to incorporate the traits we've discussed. Tableau Blueprint is that plan. It's the culmination of our experience plus what we've learned from our most successful customers. It's our detailed step-by-step framework to help your organization become data-driven and develop the core capabilities of agility, proficiency, and community that you need to achieve your goal. You can go deep into how Tableau Blueprint works in one of our on-demand breakout sessions. But for now, I'd like to share a few customer stories that embody the spirit of Blueprint and what is possible. A great example of agility is PEMCO Insurance. PEMCO uses Tableau to track and monitor all ongoing insurance claims. To keep those claims on track, PEMCO combines open source applications, automation, and dashboards. They also use Tableau's permissions to ensure that claim-related data is accessible at all times to only the relevant people. With round-the-clock access to all these data and analytics capabilities, PEMCO increased their data adoption to more than 50% of their employees who use it at least monthly. PEMCO's team monitors their ecosystem with the help of a series of 45 Tableau dashboards, giving a complete overview of all hardware and applications, and permissions around auditing and content organization. The team can quickly find any issues, and that boosts productivity and avoids downtime. Since deploying Tableau, PEMCO reports significantly improved closure rates on claims and higher levels of customer satisfaction. Chipotle's an example of proficiency when it comes to educating their people. The restaurant chain needed an efficient, safe, and reliable way to scale modern BI and make strategic decisions. This meant expanding analytics to more than 2,400 locations worldwide. To scale adoption, the BI team made sure that there was a solid foundation for governance, putting standards in place for how dashboards would be developed and delivered so that they could promote timeliness and quality and make sure that all their data was consistent. Chipotle paired this with hands-on upfront training for their people to see how the dashboards worked and to help them adjust from years of using legacy BI solutions and Excel. They also monitor how the dashboards align with the executive team priorities to make sure they're always tracking the most important metrics so that they can improve performance and customer service. By consolidating more than 100 data sources to get a unified view of operations, they now save more than 10,000 hours each month on reporting. After only 3 months, Chipotle had 1,000 people using Tableau dashboards to view their operations. The ability to access this data has allowed them to report on it monthly instead of quarterly. And finally, community. All that proficiency adds up to more than the number of analysts or the number of reports. When you enable people together, you're creating a community of data that drives its own value. JPMORGAN Chase is a great example of how to build an enthusiastic community around data. In the highly regulated financial services industry, enabling thousands of users with self-service analytics seems like a big task. But JPMORGAN Chase not only found a way to do it, they scaled Tableau to nearly 30,000 employees. Long reliant on legacy tools, their ecosystem had inefficiencies and a lot of data replication. JPMORGAN Chase needed a platform that would balance IT governance and access to data, and that would also allow them to address business priorities. To scale self-service to an enterprise level, IT implemented a center of excellence, which set the vision for data analytics use across the organization. 8 people trained 1,000 new developers and analysts on Tableau, which sparked a grassroots momentum to adoption. Their COE also helped motivate and train people with classroom learning and Tableau days, in which Tableau sales and bank staff collaborate in an all-day session to learn more. These Tableau days are really amazing. I've seen several of them and spoken at a few, and I see that they really create a positive cycle around data adoption. JPMORGAN Chase saved thousands of hours in reporting, and now they can make better decisions enterprise-wide with greater transparency. These are only a few of the incredible stories that embody the lessons we've learned and shared in Tableau Blueprint, one of the latest ways we're helping people scale their data. Over the years, we've helped tens of thousands of organizations around the world put their data to work for them, and we've learned a lot from our customers about what works when driving data adoption. But one thing remains a constant. Everything we do supports our core mission of helping people see and understand their data. We built Tableau to keep you in the flow of analytics so that you could visualize as you analyzed, keeping your attention on answering the question, not on what the software is doing. Then we expanded the Tableau platform for the entire organization so that everyone could share and engage with data in a governed way. We're always transforming our platform to give you more power, control, and capabilities so that everyone can work with their data from start to finish. And that brings us to one of our latest developments to make it even easier to manage data adoption. Remember that idea that good governance enables, not inhibits, people at your organization? Well, I want to show you one way that we've made that real. One of our newest innovations is designed to enable the kind of governance that encourages self-service analytics. The Tableau catalog gives you a complete view into all the data in your Tableau environment. It allows for the curation and certification of data and helps IT enforce critical policies. But the catalog doesn't stand alone, a tool only for data stewards. The Tableau catalog draws that data out of Tableau and puts it back in for the end users, so that viewers can see the details of a data source and are notified if there's a quality problem with the data. This transparency creates trust with viewers. Analysts who are creating new dashboards can use the rich information in Tableau catalog as they're working, making it easy to start from the right data. And this generates confidence in their analytics. Completing this cycle is how you enforce governance and create trust around the data in your organization. And of course, all of this is built on an open API because we believe that your data is yours. Giving people more power and control over their data environments is all part of our approach, which has fundamentally changed how people do business intelligence. In fact, for the 7th year in a row, Gartner has recognized us as a leader in their Magic Quadrant for Analytics and Business Intelligence. Finally, I want to leave you with one important point. While we see common behaviors that can help you scale data adoption, this is an ongoing practice. It's something the best in the world keep working on. It's not a project that will ever be finished. And we intend to keep helping you transform your data into real digital business opportunities by innovating to make it easier and more intuitive than ever before. There's a great agenda lined up today at the IT Virtual Summit. We'll dive deeper into data management while establishing your digital business model to help you achieve your goals. Later, we'll have several on-demand breakout sessions that will go more into topics like analytics platform development, governance, data management, data architecture, security, and data prep. And we'll also hear from a customer about their data journey. Most importantly, we want to hear from you. We have several ways for you to ask questions and let us know what you think. Please use any of these online forums or social media to post questions or share information. And if you like what you hear today, please consider joining us this November 12th to 15th in Las Vegas for our next Tableau conference. It's our biggest data event of the year, and it includes keynotes and expert-led sessions, customer-led sessions, and news on product innovations, all designed to help you scale your data culture. With over 20,000 IT leaders, executives, and Tableau enthusiasts in attendance, TC is an unparalleled event that gives you access to the people and skills that you need to build out and scale your data culture. I hope to see you there. Before we move on to our next presentation, I want to say thank you for attending today. Whether you're at the beginning of your data journey or much farther along in your adoption, I hope that what you hear today will help you as you explore new opportunities and enable a culture of learning and exploring data at your organization. Have a great day.